How goes it, YouTube? It's me, the Cool Loser. Have you ever wanted to play your old school Nintendo games on your phone or your tablet? I'm going to show you how to do it. It's very easy. You don't need to do anything fancy. All you got to do is download an emulator and then download the ROMs from the website, because the emulators don't come with it, but you just got to get the right emulator that works for your phone. Also keep in mind, you don't have to have a remote controller like I'm showing off right here. You can use the full-on touchscreen. Okay, Google. What year did Nintendo come out?
1985 is one guess based on results below.
And a year later, I was born a big fatty. Look at that. So here's the list. What I'm going to be showing you today in this whole video is the emulator, and then you're going to get the John Nintendo, and then you'll get Super Nintendo, and then you got Nintendo 64, and then you got Genesis, which is the Sega. So here's the emulator game list. Now this doesn't do anything but show you what games are available. So this is the emulators, and we click into Nintendo. Now all these that you're about to see are all games. That is a long list. Maybe not all of them are there, but there's a ton that were here forever. Look at all that, just going crazy at it. Choosing the game, which I haven't downloaded yet, and here I'm showing you things that you can favorite so you can check it out later or share and copy the name. But here's where you want to click on is search for more information, and the best places is cool ROMs and dope ROMs to get these ROMs. And there's the little cool ROMs here. You want to slide all the way down to download now, and you'll see a little download icon, and up in my notification it downloads in seconds, so it's not a big file at all. Now here I'm showing you the emulator I download from the Play Store. And these are like the list of the games I have already downloaded, and then I'm refreshing it. So here you're gonna see the actual game I just downloaded, how quickly it loads, and these are all the 110 games that I can play that are, you know, retro, old school type of games there. And I can go reset, and right there like that, I can just go into the next game very promptly. Old school, look at that. Okay, Google. What year did Super Nintendo come out?
Nintendo Entertainment System was introduced in 1990.
Now here I'm showing you the Super Nintendo app. Now I did buy this pro version. You can get the free version. The reason I like this one is because it shows you the actual game titles instead of reading it. And you can see like there's a remote controllers when you're doing portrait. If you go sideways, you get the whole like on screen. You can play your Donkey Kong. I mean, everything plays very fluid. I know I was doing them on my Galaxy Nexus, so it was working before. Okay, Google. What year did Nintendo 64 come out?
1996 is one guess based on results below.
Now I'm going to show you a Nintendo 64 running. This is the one I chose, and I just got to go to the game, and you have to search for the files where you downloaded it, and then, you know, if you make a file folder, I made its own individual, and you choose the game, and then you press play, and you resume, and then it'll load where your last game was. Even if you go to another game, it'll load the next game to that save point, so it automatically saves, which is really cool. Okay, Google. What year did Sega Genesis come?
1988 is mentioned in results below.
This is the app that I downloaded to use, and I just go into load ROM, go back to like search for the downloads and click. I didn't download too many, but Sonic, you know, just to test it, and everything was working fine. You know, just all the buttons are there like on a controller. It's not hard to use, but you know, you'll get used to it. It's not that bad. So that's why I have my Mogo Pro controller where I can use the Bluetooth settings, and all the emulators have a mapping where you can put input for any Bluetooth device so you can use it. Now there's on-screen controls right now. I'm going to disable it in this application touch controls. You can do that in other emulators. Just go in there and disable them so that you don't have those transparent touch keys on there because you're using the control, so you don't need it. I'm just playing around there, which is really fun. That's one of my favorite games to play. And then you can easily load to the next game without having to wait. You know, it just loads instantly. You can save pretty much whenever you want. So if you die, you can just save and then continue from where you were instead of having to start from the beginning. And you know, it's very fluid. Fun games to play. Old school, brings me back to my child days. And then we're gonna go back into the regular Nintendo on Contra, which is one of my old-time best beated games that I love. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, BA, select, start. And I just did the code thing there so I can get more lives. Here I'm showing you I'm using the on-screen controls, and then I quickly move on to my Moga Pro controller, which allows me to play it very comfortable as well. Even better though. But you don't have to have them, remember. And then here's Ninja Turtles. I'm basically here, I'm just showing you that these games are all available. All your old school games, these are just some of my favorites and the quick ones I wanted to grab for now so I can play. And yes, I do want to go through these and play them all. This is one of my other favorites that I like to play. It was such a funny comical game, especially you can play 2-player mode. I don't know if I mentioned that you'll be able to use your Bluetooth or Wi-Fi to connect to 2-player mode so you can play off each other's devices and see what's going on, which is going to be real cool. This is one of my favorite games as well that I absolutely love to play. So once again, go to the emulator list, find the game, go into search for more information, go to the link, download the game, and then watch it download, or then click on it if you can, and then it'll open up in your emulator, and then you're running just like that. I literally can download a game within seconds, and I can play it within 30 seconds on a new game I just downloaded, and it's very easy and free way to play old school games on your device here. Well, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoy it. There's the Moga Pro in the back and my skin cover, and that's how easy it is to rip off the phone. You don't have to have your phone docked into it. Remember, go watch my Moga Pro controller review. I know you will love it. Share my video, let other people know so you can play with them. Until then, I'll see you guys later.